Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's reading sprints. Ginny and I have both just gotten here like 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yay, we're glad though. We're glad to be here. It's very exciting. Let us know, say hey in the chat if you're here, and let us know what you're going to be reading tonight. I, as usual, have a giant pile to pick from.
Me too.
Yes. Do you want to talk about what's on your pile?
I am going to be reading on my Kindle The Last of the Talons, which
Ooh.
is like, I think it's YA, but it might be adult for all I know, fantasy that's like about Korean mythology. And I'm really enjoying it. But I'm also reading Plutarch on my Kindle. So I've just been like reading a chapter of one and then moving to the other.
For motivation.
Yeah. A
Well,
reward.
that is smart. That is smart. So, where are you in Plutarch?
I am just reading like a collection of Roman lives, and I think it's been picked at random. I'm not really sure why it's these 8 in particular, but okay.
Did you say it was on your Kindle?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is that a Gutenberg copy?
I think what I wound up getting, it looked like had like an Oxford cover, but maybe it was like a cheap Kindle version. And they had like one of those covers that tried to like fake you out.
I like what you were talking in one of your videos about how you found you were able to read more when you bought your new Kindle, and you were just really enjoying that. And I found that to be the case as well.
Yes. I love my Kindle. I'm obsessed with my Kindle. Never thought I
Ooh,
would see that day.
you have a pink cover?
I do, because I'm a
Ooh.
klutz, so I need the covers.
You need to find it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say because I use it. I need the bright color. Mine is breaking. I'm very sad. Like the edge of it is coming off.
That's always so sad.
Yeah, but I still love it. It's okay. They are right. Hi, Kate. They really
And the
changed the world of
and
publishing.
the right Kindle, like I didn't like just the regular Kindle that wasn't like the paper white that wasn't lit from within. And I
Yeah.
also don't really like a smart Kindle that functions like a tablet. I had to find the right one for me, and when I did, I became obsessed.
Yes. I know. I really like the Paperwhite because I can read that at night without it waking me up. Otherwise, I'll just read on my iPad, which is easier to take notes on, but it does like keep me a little more wired, I feel like.
Yes, it wakes you up.
Yeah. Hi, Dia. Welcome. Welcome, Tony from Midnight.
He is so strong.
Yeah, I know, right? How do you do that, Tony? That's insane. Yay.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. Welcome, Penny. This is maybe where the party's at?
Yes. An
Yeah.
introvert party.
Yeah, an introvert reading party. This is where that party is. Oh my gosh. Are you reading it because of Jenny, or is this a coincidence? It feels like fate.
It does feel like fate. Are you reading Greek or Roman, Dia? Let me know. I think they split them up, and they used to have them combined. Like Greek, he would pair like a Greek and a Roman together, and we split them
Ooh.
in the modern
Huh.
day.
Why did we do that?
I guess we learn it totally differently. Like you move from Greek into Roman.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that makes sense. That seems weird though to totally change up how it was originally written.
It does.
But I guess it's like is it like a reference work?
It's kind of like that, and it's kind of just like a series of small biographies. I think he was creating, like, kind of creating the biography as he wrote this. which is really
Oh.
interesting. I don't think anyone had done that before him, just focused on one figure and did it from their point of view.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Early biography. Also revolutionary. We have a theme. Welcome.
Melissa, how are you doing it? What time is it there?
That is impressive, whatever time it is.
At
Thank you for
least, yes, thank you for coming. And at least y'all are going into autumn soon. You've got some hope. I guess a couple more months, though. It's a couple more months until the seasons change.
Man. How is it for you, the weather right now?
We've had like a weird warm spell, and yesterday it was 70 degrees. And then
Wow.
tomorrow is going to be, I think, 48.
Okay.
Next weekend, it might snow, they've said.
Oh my gosh. It's all over the place.
Yes, we never know. Go out, wear layers.
Yes. Uh, hello. Welcome, Tink Wolf. Hello, cool gamer. Rich is here. Hi, Rich. What are you reading, Rich? And I'm still on holiday. That is
Okay,
nice.
that does make sense.
Yes.
I would like to still be on holiday.
Yes. You know, I agree with you, Kate. They're my favorite too. Coincidence. Wow. Definitely fate.
Great minds thinking alike.
Yes. Ooh. Oh my gosh. A reader after my own heart. How far are you in Devils? Secret Project 1. All right. That's a Brandon Sanderson one, I'm guessing. Victoria just got one that I don't know if she pre-ordered it or what, but she was like, I might just throw out all of my January reading plans and read this instead. Hi, Garrett. What are you reading tonight? Wow,
Wow,
10
10
a.m.
a.m. Then you're getting your day started right.
Yes.
Achieving stuff early.
Yes. It is really nice when you have a chance to read in the morning. It's like,
It is.
it sets a good tone. Rarely.
And that's where I am, Kate. I'm from North Carolina. I'm glad we all know it. Like that is the clue that you're in North Carolina, is that the weather is nuts.
That is so funny. It's like she just guessed. Wow. That's impressive. All right. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Stalingrad.
Nice. Obsessed with Russians, I can relate to.
Yes, that's definitely a Christie vibe.
Yes.
Everyone's starting their year off with like some heavy stuff.
Heavy stuff. I know we all start with like our New Year's goals, and so we're all ambitious.
Good
And then
intentions.
and then by the end of the year we're like Christmas mysteries, woo.
Something that's 30 pages. Yay.
Yes. All right. Good job. Part 1 took me forever to get through. Weeks and weeks. So, good job. That's probably about where I am actually in Demons. Yay, illustrations. That's so fun. I love when books have illustrations. Yes, we do too. Welcome, Lori.
It's so funny. I mean, literally. It's like all we ever talk about is the
The
weather.
weather.
It's not even small talk. It's like, what's going to happen today?
Yeah. How to dress. Like you said, layers and umbrella, but yeah.
Yeah.
Also relatable. Mhm. Same though. That's a good list
Yes.
that she has going. Melissa, I think. Yeah, Melissa. Una finished it.
Oh my
Una just
God.
boxed me. And he was, yeah, our last sprints, Jenny and I were talking, and Una had just taken the day off to read a bunch of it because he was loving it so much. And he just boxed me on like Sunday, and he was like, I finished it. I loved it.
That is wild. I'm glad he loved it so much that he like read it in a fugue state. Just could not
Yes.
put it down.
He said he liked it way better than Crime and Punishment, and it's second only to The Brothers K.
I'm kind of hurting, a little bit in pain.
Let's see. Ooh, exciting, exciting. What did Matt say he was reading? Do you remember?
Was it demons?
Were you reading Demons, Matt? I apologize.
But I have to respect that Melissa knows our taste so well that she knew.
Yes.
She knew exactly what to say to us.
I'm so sorry, Chrissy. I didn't love your favorite book.
Then that it has Tolstoy vibes. You're correct. It's possibly not for me, sad to say. I'm going to try him again. We say this all the time. Christy and I say this all the time. We both DNF'd War and Peace and we want to finish it. It's
We
not
might
going to
be
beat us.
Yeah. That's what it feels like. It does feel like it won the war.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually we'll get there. Wow, Garrett. You always have those interesting picks too.
And I feel like I would need a sprint to read something that dense,
Yeah.
like to help me get through it.
Wow. Yeah, definitely. Are you a math person, Garrett? That would be really hard to read. Wow. Yes, I saw yesterday had a theme for you, Tony. Because you were reading the Brother Cadfael series along with that. It was like themed reading. This is a very good bookstagram we have here, Tony. Thank you.
I love a theme.
Yes. Excellent. Oh, maybe I wasn't supposed to spoil it. He probably is like, yeah, maybe he didn't mention that yet. But he knows because I'm not reading it at the moment that I won't mind if he just sprinted ahead of everybody. Are you listening to it, Kate? Kate listened to the Brothers Karamazov and she loved it because she said she felt like it was a Russian soap opera. It was just so enjoyable to listen to.
I'm going to have to try it on audio.
Didn't you though? I think you. Oh, you not the Brothers Carey. That was Demons. You tried on audio.
Gosh, yeah. That was me and Fyodor would have words. I know he can do so much.
I'm interested in what you will think about all his short works, though, because I know you've loved a couple of them.
I have. Short stuff doesn't normally work for me, but I love Russian short stories and novellas.
Yes, so good. So good. Oh, that is so relatable. So hard.
Mm-hmm.
I know. He finished it. He was so fast. Ooh, picking up pace. That's exciting to hear. That actually, I remember that. It was picking up pace. Ooh, Imperium. Very cool. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to try that one too. I wasn't really listening on audio. I was trying to physically read it, which is maybe why I was going at like a 3-page an hour pace. Yes, good goals for 2023.
That's controversial, Melissa. I feel like everyone loves the Pavir and is it Volkansky? They love their translations. That's like the number one thing people recommend. So that's
Yeah.
interesting. I'll have
Is
to go
this
with the Briggs translation.
is this for War and Peace that she talking about?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I was trying a different one. Did I bring it? I don't think I have it here. I was reading a different one. Not either of those.
Ooh, that's interesting. Wonder
Yeah, it
what it
was like
was.
husband and wife team, I think.
Mm,
I'll look it up on our sprint. Okay, yes, War and Peace, yeah. You know what? I'm having trouble with them too, honestly. I feel like they don't quite they're not quite getting I feel like they're glossing over things sometimes and not quite getting the right translation. They try to make it like super readable, but if
that
you're
doesn't.
reading Dostoevsky, you're not necessarily wanting the No Fear Shakespeare version.
Right. I agree. I feel like there are a lot of translators like that who just use modern language and surpass the fact that the book is old.
Yes.
Maybe that's part of the charm of reading it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're reading Dostoevsky for the big ideas, so it's important to get the details right. Okay. Time old.
Ooh, yes. That
Oh,
is so good. I love that one.
nice.
Anglo Saxons were very interesting.
Picking up nonfiction by Jenny is like a booktube pastime. I was just talking to Tiffany, and she was like, "Yeah, I watched one of her videos and ended up like getting a bunch of the books for my birthday." I forget who the author was, but she was like, "I was taking notes the whole time." Like, you have so many good nonfiction
Oh,
recommendations.
good. I'm glad. I hope she likes them.
Yes, me too. Same. I haven't read too much on economics, but I remember reading like a simple one for simple folks like me, and it didn't have too much math in it. So I enjoyed it, but I was like, I feel like I'm just getting the highlights here. I feel like
I love a simple one for simple folks like me, and I'm going to start saying that about everything.
uh, that's that's what I feel like in the realm of economics. Rainy,
Hi,
hello,
Rainey.
yay! We are seriously having a great reading party here, but we should probably get to reading.
Yes, we haven't even read.
Okay, fingers crossed. Oh yes, good luck, Jenny. Good luck with that.
We can do it.
Yes.
Okay,
Woo!
this is another book I'm reading, one of the 500 that's on my TBR that I'm currently reading. I am reading a book called The Villa by Rachel Hawkins, which is a retelling of Mary Percy and like Byron's Night, where they wrote Frankenstein and Polidori wrote The Vampire, but it's like set as if
Oh,
they are rock stars in the 70s and somebody
wow.
gets killed at the manor. It is literally fantastic, and the research that she put into it is insane.
That
So
is so your vibe.
it's so good. And if you love Mary, I feel like you'll like it.
Hmm.
I'm all over the place. It started off the year just like spread very thin, reading a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, because you said you were talking about two different books tonight.
I know. Who am I? I'm turning into Christy.
That is what I do, yes. Honestly, sometimes you need a break from whatever your current read is.
Yeah, it's very true.
Okay, let's start sprinting. We
We can do it.
can do it. Okay, do we
Okay.
want to do like half an hour?
Yeah, I think so. We like a long sprint.
Yeah. I feel like that's a very good, consistent thing for us. I think a half an hour really works well for us.
That gives you time to really get a good part of the way in.
I agree. If you need to break up your sprints, that's totally fine. We'll be
Well,
back
did you
here.
even say what you're reading?
Oh, no, I didn't. I'm not sure that I know though.
You just have your stack.
I just have my stack. I was last night reading a short story of Flannery O'Connor, and I'm rereading it now and like highlighting and underlining. So it's probably what I'll start with, just so I can finish that story. Because she was talking about it in her letters, and I was like, I've never read this story. Things are falling. This is also a theme in our sprints.
Yeah,
Things
things
falling.
hitting microphones,
Yep.
tripods falling.
Yes, the lights. Oh, that was terrible. But my lights are like plastic. I mean, I get plastic frames. Like, I need plastic everything. No glass. No, nothing breakable. Okay, let's go until 52, and then we'll come back.
Let's do it.
All right.
Fighting.
Hello.
Hi.
How did you do?
I feel like I did well. I think I read 20% of my little Korean fantasy book.
Yay!
It must be very short.
That's exciting. So, do you still like it?
Oh, yeah. I'm like
Yay!
obsessed, really into it.
The beginning really starts off with like a lot of action. Like,
Yes.
it takes off.
So you picked it up?
I did pick it up, yes.
Ooh, I'll be interested to know what you think of it.
It mentioned somewhere in the description that Imugi was in it, and I was like, down!
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have one picture in my mind, like I can only picture one person. And it's because they said Imugi, that actor's head is in my mind.
Yep. Tale of the Nine-Tailed is never too far from my mind.
No, always there. How did you do?
I I was looking at the colors in this short story because the Codex Cantina last year, I think it was for Flannery of January, or maybe it was just for one of their discussions of a short story. They were talking about the different colors in her story, the river. And so I'm trying to pick out the colors, and I think that they are important, but I've never paid attention to color symbolism before.
Oh, that's fun.
And I was going back, so I was going back now that I finished the story to look at what inspired me to pick it up in her letters. And she has so much sass. She's just so sassy all the time. I just love her. And she was talking about different authors that she like hates or loves. And I'm just having the time of my life reading The Habit of Being. All right, let's see what everybody is doing here. Oh, I'm way behind. Sorry, guys. Okay. It just started raining like really hard.
Oh my gosh.
We're supposed to get like 12 inches over the next 6 days or something.
I wondered if that big like cyclone was affecting y'all at all.
I think it might be because this is more rain than we've probably had in like a year.
Oh my
There's like
god.
floods and mudslide warnings everywhere, and
That's crazy.
we do need the rain, but all at once is a little much. Okay. So Dia said before the sprint that she's not reading Plutarch Night. She's reading The House of Dreams. Oh, the Montgomery bio. Babette's Feast. I don't even know what that is.
I
Do you know what
know.
that is?
No. That's interesting. We always find some new books that we've never heard of in sprints.
Yes, that does always happen. It's part of the fun. Oh, there's a film called Babette's Feast. Well, I'll need to look into the reading later. All right. I thought it was a fantastic read. Yay. I think the one you recommended.
Yeah.
You guys can just blow through nonfiction. I am so impressed. How do you do that?
I try to tell myself I can't annotate nonfiction a lot because if I do, then it's not going to get finished.
That is
Like I know
so cool.
myself.
Yeah, that's definitely true for me too. All right. Marginal profit equals first derivative, not too much calculator though, I imagine. Yep, you lost me, Rich. Yes, we figured. I need this in my life. What are we talking about?
The Villa by Rachel Hawkins.
Oh, okay.
It's just called The Villa.
I'll put it in the.
Ominously.
Can you type it in the chat, or is that not something you're able to do?
I don't think it's given me permission to do it. I can
Okay.
only at you.
Villa by Rachel Hawkins. Ah, okay, I found it. Oh, that's Nora Roberts. Hang on. The Villa by Rachel Hawkins. Okay. I got you, Kate. I will put it here. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. I need to check that out. Can you send me a link on Instagram, Tony, so I can listen to it? That sounds amazing. I just love her. I want to know everything about her. Hi, Krista. Cool, cool. So productivity sprints for Krista.
I also need to catch up on comments, as always.
Same. All right. Excellent. Have you read that, Jenny?
No, I haven't, but I've heard that's like absolutely amazing.
I have too. Friends. All right. Go Rainy.
Go
What are
Rainy.
you reading in the Bible? 10 pages and a snack. Yeah, how did you guys do? Looks like you told us. I'm just behind. Excellent. Kate has read it. Hello. Was that an okay, like, was that a good volume? I'm always afraid of scaring people when we come in. Because I have scared people.
I've been scared. And when people will come back on, and I'm like, oh, is it time?
I think there was one time where like an alarm went off or something and it really shocked people. Oh. Wow, 10%. Nice job.
Wow.
Excellent. Yeah, and it's only like January 5th. What are you going to read the rest of the month? I wonder if I should pick that up. I have it here. Oh, it fell, but it's here. I haven't really started it yet. Good question.
I'm reading The Last of the Talons. And I don't remember the author's name. I feel like it's Sophie Kim. But it's a Korean mythology inspired fantasy with some good romance. And the Pied Piper is in it. And you may say, does that make sense? Objectively, maybe not, but it makes sense when you read it.
Yeah, if the Pied Piper's in it, I mean, that makes it even more fun. I remember there was a Disney cartoon of the Pied Piper that I watched when I was a kid, like a really old one. And ever since then, I've been like, I love that story. So this is Jen's fantasy. Wait. There. Tiffany! Hi! Yay. We were just talking about you.
She heard us.
Yes. What were you were telling me recently that you had taken notes on one of Jenny's videos and you ordered some books by like this I think it was a nonfiction author. Do you remember who that was? You might not remember. I might be just this might be from Voxer's long ago. Yay! Everybody's excited to see Tiffany. Okay, let me go back in time. Sorry, I'm squinting.
Okay, let's quote from this is our only K-pop reference. We're only allowed one per sprint, but stop, rewind, turn, back time. There you go, wavy. There's your K-pop reference of the night, y'all, because I say it to
Well
myself every day. I'm like, stop, rewind, turn back time. Me at work when I miss something in a meeting, stop.
done.
They need to stop coming up with catchy songs, frankly, but
I know it. Good gracious, is still stuck in my head. Oh goodness. So Wavy's your latest fave. Is that right?
yes, so yeah.
Okay. It's by Isaac Dinesen. I don't remember this.
Oh, I've heard
You
some
know what
really
she's
good
talking.
things. I've heard really good things about him, and I have several books of his on my TBR. I feel like
Ooh. Oh,
my
Babbitt's
Goodreads
Feast.
shelves are so unorganized.
Yeah, same. Krista has like bookshelf goals. She has all of her books on her Goodreads. Like she has scanned them into her Goodreads shelf.
I really want to do that. I think that would be very useful.
Definitely. Super cool. All right. Good job, Rich. Dream of the Rude.
Oh yeah,
That sounds really
Anglo-Saxon poetry is so good. So emo.
so that's definitely that's my vibe as well. I like emo. Especially if it's Hangjun.
Two.
Yeah.
We've
Two.
started.
Sorry.
We've started, and now we'll never stop with the K-pop references.
Yeah. Excellent. All right. Perfect. That's the nice thing about sprints. If you need to get up and like get some tea or something, you can do it and then go
Gosh, I
back
wish
to
I
it.
had a cup of tea and some dairy milk chocolate.
Jenny's just gonna disappear.
That sounds so good.
If you must go grab some, feel free. I've been trying to not have sugar this month, and right like I was finishing up work and I was like, if I'm gonna have an introvert party tonight, I'm gonna need some chocolate. So I broke my sugar fast briefly. I had See's candy. Does anybody like See's candy? So good.
Ooh,
That's my favorite.
I don't need to hear about all this. I need to walk away. I saw a thing on TikTok yesterday, and it was like, "I'm happy with my salad," and their coworker came in, and they were like, "Hey, I'm going to Chick-fil-A. You want anything?" And they were like, "No, got my salad." And they were like, "Well, there's donuts in the break room." They said, "You know what? Get me a spicy chicken sandwich. Today's going to be my cheat day or something." And it was like day one, year one. And I was like, "That's a vibe, 100%." That's.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to be a different person this year.
That's so funny. Your TikTok algorithm recommends the best things.
And
You
it
have it
knows.
trained.
It knows me. It's listening at all times.
Everything you send me to, I'm just like, I love this. Really? Is this for, are you reading this for Flannery O January? I still have it up on my phone. I'll have to look at it. On the sprint. Oh, nice. Dia likes Immortal Life as well. Okay. Excellent. Oh, my friend Hope was just reading Foster. How was it? What did you think of it? It sounded really good. It was like short, right? It's like a novella. Yeah. Part of the fun though. That's who it was.
Oh, I love Robert K. Massey. Yeah.
And that was like a year ago. Okay, sorry.
Time is liminal on
Yep.
BookTube.
Ooh. Nice. Yeah. They'll probably keep coming.
They'll keep on coming now because we've started.
Yep. Nice, nice. Yay. We love us some Agatha Christie. Flannery Shorts. Yes. I could just get lost in her short stories. I could just read them over and over and over again. They're so like word perfect. Every word is there for a reason. I don't know how you'd ever translate a Flannery story.
That would be hard.
So hard. Yes.
We will take the blame gladly.
Yes. I have an alarm on my phone that will just pick random songs off of my playlist on Spotify to play, and it played a BTS song. It's like, yes, don't leave me. Yes. Oh, another fan of Tiffany. Yay, we're all fans of Tiffany here. Yay. Army is present. Yes, good question. Inquiring minds want to know. Nice.
I might do it. I might have to take the plunge.
Yeah. I know lately you're thinking in 2023 you're not going to spend a whole lot of time on Goodreads, but maybe every time you buy one, if you just scan it in, it would work out because you replace things. So
That's true. And I've got stuff that a car ran into my used bookstore on New Year's Eve and like went through the glass and went into the shelves of books where they like are preparing to put books on the shelves. And so they're kind of not happy right now. So my unhaul space is up in the air.
it's disrupted.
So sad for them. Nobody was there, but a car legitimately ran through the front of the building.
That's terrible. I hope the books weren't too damaged.
I know.
I'm glad nobody was there though. That's really.
At least there's that.
I need to find a bookstore that does that you can like trade them in for and just have like an equal exchange. So, oh, okay.
Yes, Karen Blixen. It's her nom de plume. She's Dane. She's a Dane.
She's a Dane. Oh, is that the author of the Babette's Feast? I'm like obsessed with this, but I have to catch up on the chat. I can't look right now.
Everyone's reading so much great stuff.
I know. This is exciting. More fans of Tiffany and Krista. Yay. Yes. Excellent. We're so glad you're here.
We all need chocolate now. See what Tony has started?
Yep. Exactly. This is something Emma does too. She'll have like tea and chocolate for her tea time. Yay, Penny. Sure is. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany drinks healthy tea. She's always drinking like turmeric tea and stuff like that.
I'm drinking whatever's the blackest with the most amount of caffeine.
Oh, yes.
I mean, Kate has got to be near me because McKay's is where I go.
Really? Oh my gosh.
I love McKay's. They're a great chain down here in North Carolina and Tennessee.
Oh my goodness. I'm so behind. Yes. Will we ever catch up? I don't
We may
know.
not.
We may not. I may just have to start another sprint. Okay. But I love when you guys chat with us. Thank you so much for chatting with us.
I'm glad that everybody's reading and they're excited about everything.
Yes. It is very exciting. Christmas cookies for dinner.
I wish I had some.
That is a vibe. Nice. I literally just emailed this to one of my coworkers because we have this check-in. You're supposed to like clock in and clock out when you're done online. I always get it wrong. So, of course, on the 4th of the year, what do I do? But I forget to clock out. So I just had to email my coworker, New Year, same Christy. Could you fix my clock out time? All right. Excellent. Oh, that reminds me, Matt. When I was reading The Habit of Being, she mentioned Kristen Lavren's daughter, and she said that she liked it, Flannery O'Connor. And it made me think of you. I was like, yes, we'll read that one day. Yay, friends. Oh my gosh, stop. Garrett. So cozy. Nice. We're all just indulging.
Maybe it's not the year for, like, why change everything about ourselves that we love? You know?
Yes. Too much, too fast. I'm actually contemplating making a second recommended by Flannery short this year because she's just talking about books all the time.
You should. Your first was really popular.
Yeah, it was fun. It's like very specifically Flannery content. Nice. Oh, you guys have read so many of the same things. This is really cool. We have a good group here that reads a lot, reads frequently, and good stuff. Yep. Messy. Definitely. Okay. I think we're gonna have to come back to
Yeah.
the comments. I'm just so slow. Sorry. Okay, let's do another 30-minute sprint. So it's 15 right now. Why don't we go until 30?
Sounds great.
Excellent.
What are you going to work on? Same old, still moving forward with Flannery?
I kind of want to read the short story so I can make a video about it. I want to like reread it. But I also really need to move on to the novel. So we'll see what happens. How about you?
I'm keeping with it because I'm vibing the romance.
Yes.
So I need to finish it out. I'm almost halfway through. I don't think I'll finish it, but I'm interested. I'm going to keep going with it. I don't feel like tonight's the night for Plutarch.
Yeah. A little heavy. All right, let's do it, everyone. Fighting. Hello.
Hello.
How'd you do?
Pretty good. I read, I think, 10 more percent.
Nice. It's going pretty fast for you.
The Amugi was mentioned.
Oh,
The Amugi is now a plot point, so I'm really excited.
now that Tiffany's here, Tiffany is also watching The Tale of the Nine-Tailed. So, Tiffany, there's this Korean fantasy book, and Imugi is in it. So, this might be something you want to take a look at. It's the
Sadly, not a human in a beautiful form, but
yes.
just like a little dragon.
Oh, I love dragons. I just how much Tamara Pierce did you read?
I read basically everything that was out when I was an early
You were like
teen.
10.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you read The Protector of the Small series at all?
Yes.
When she has the griffin. I just love it. Yes, I think it might be for you. It's called The Last of the Talons. Is that
Yep.
right?
Mm-hmm.
We posted it earlier in the chat, but I don't know. Really? Which one, Kate? She's so good. Stephanie's here. Hi, Stephanie. And Sarah. Oh my gosh. Did you guys come before? Oh no, you just got here. Okay, excellent. Okay. How is work going, Stephanie? Is it still crazy? Okay. Did we get something funny?
Just Tiffany. The Amugi is creepy and Tale the Nine Tailed. My mom, I watched it with my mom. She thought he was literally the creepiest person she's ever seen. She still talks about him, that he didn't blink. He's got like
Like
a
a
very
snake.
intense stare and he never is blinks or anything.
Especially when he's a kid. So creepy.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything with kids being in horror is like creepy to me.
Yes! That's why the
Super.
episode with the ghost was like so intense for me.
Yeah. Did you get any further in what you were working on?
Yes, I'm still going very slowly, but I decided to take a look at, I think it's The Lord by Romano Guardini, because that was something that I remembered reading last year that Flannery O'Connor had recommended, and I put it in my short about her. And recently, Faith from Faith and Books mentioned it in her video. She's like, I don't remember why or when or anything, but I remember Christy mentioned this somewhere. And I was like, I should really find out if this is going to be for me. So I downloaded it and I started reading the introduction. And I'm intrigued. So,
Well, that's good. That's a good sign.
yes, we'll have to see what happens there. Oh my gosh, you guys are so fast. Okay. Yes. Excellent. Same.
Oh, that's a good idea to have a big map just hanging around. I feel like that would be very useful.
Mm-hmm. I've always kind of wanted to get one of those maps where you can like scratch off a country for when you like read a book from that region or whatever for
I
to
have
help.
one you can scratch off when you travel there.
Cool. I wonder if I heard of it from you.
Probably not. I don't have much scratched off. When you're looking at the whole world and you're like, oh, I've been to 10 states. It's nothing.
Terrier. Did you read that series at all, Jenny?
Yes, and I really liked it. Is that Becca? Was that her name?
Yes, Becca.
Mhm.
I couldn't believe it.
Alana was the revolutionary one to me.
Yes, the first female knight story.
Yes.
So good. I think I loved the Wild Mage series the best because I just fell in love with Numair.
Yes.
Yeah. But I also loved the Protector of the Small. I just loved Kel. She was so awesome. I would follow her anywhere. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm glad you're surviving. Well done, Tony. Yeah. Lots of new words.
And it's getting late to be having to read new words.
That is for sure. Oh, Chris is getting sleepy. I bet that would be really good on audiobook.
I like nonfiction on audio.
It's kind of nice. You don't feel like you have to catch everything and write it down.
Right.
You can just enjoy the story. It is so creepy. But you should definitely look it up. I think you would love Tale of the Nine-Tailed, Stephanie.
You
I think
would.
everybody's obsessed with it.
You would.
It has the fantasy element, and I think you would like it. Fun. Yeah, her books are always really nicely done, published. Yeah. So creepy. Nice. Okay, everybody is reading this.
Now I'm curious, and I'm not his biggest fan. But I want to give him a try. And I've heard like he's having a lot of trouble with Audible.
Oh, really?
I think he's having trouble like getting Audible to give him a good amount of profit because he's like self-publishing these things. And so he's speaking up for like other authors who are self-published and how Audible tries to screw them over.
I've heard that about Audible and Amazon in general.
Mm-hmm.
The cut that authors get of books from Amazon is not very big. Okay, yeah, that was gross. You remember that episode, Jenny?
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Unfortunately. Thanks for reminding us, Tiffany.
The hair in the mouth that was. And that was my first exposure, not to get off on this, but that was my first exposure to like Korean funeral.
Oh.
Like, to the Korean funeral culture, which is very different and is very interesting. And I was like just creeped out the whole episode.
Yeah. Yeah, that was interesting. The girl like casting a curse on whoever killed her father, stuff like that. So interesting. In the morning. Yeah. I listen to audiobooks to go to sleep too, Sarah. Okay, now that we're caught up here, I feel like I need to go back. Let's see. Oh, Dia went to bed. Well, she's not here anymore, but good night, Dia.
Night, Dia.
Oh, I've heard of this. I think Emma mentioned this. The Bookish Princess, and I have it on hold at the library, but I keep putting it off.
I feel like it's going to be your type of thing.
I think it might be. It sounded really good. That's kind of my problem too, Matt. My favorite used bookstore is about an hour away. Don't you have a spreadsheet, Krista? I feel like you were talking about this. Maybe I'm confused, though. Okay.
I respect the spreadsheet people.
I know. Yeah. I can't either. I don't even know how I don't know. I don't know how it works. I think this was the bookstore books. That was really sad. Oh, we get enraged people at the library because we have kind of weird days that we're closed sometimes and weird hours. People, it's hard to keep track of for people. We used to be open later, like one day a week, and people would always get it wrong. And yeah. And people don't read signs. That's
No,
definitely something I
they
learned.
don't. We have like a whiteboard right as you go into our library, and it'll be like today, like this week, nothing's really going on. And they're like, we're not open on Monday because that's when we're observing the holiday. And people apparently came in and tried to work,
Oh,
but also tried to check out books on Monday.
didn't work.
No.
Oh man. By the way, in the chat, you can let us know how you did on your reading this last sprint. Do we want to do another sprint? Assuming we don't start too much later.
Sure.
Are you up for it?
I'm up for it.
Okay, I am too. Why don't we start it at 6 and we'll just catch up on comments until then.
You'd think people who are going to a library would know how to read. Just says Stephanie.
So true.
Why do we even bother putting up signs?
Yeah. Oh, good night, Kate.
Night, Kate.
Yeah. Did you try Storygraph, Melissa?
It's kind of overwhelming. Storygraph.
Hey, good job, Tiffany. That's a lot.
Impressive, yeah.
Yes, do tell. Okay. Yes. It must have been for one of those that you were talking about. Y'all are so impressive.
I know. I love your Christmas book exchange. I look forward to that every year. Watching the Christmas book exchange.
It's so cute seeing friends react to presents. Like, it's really fun.
And that y'all know each other so well at this point.
Mm-hmm. Booktube friendships are the best. Ah, there it is. Yeah, you would think. Yeah, you do. You always have really. You're one of my motivations, Penny, for using Goodreads at all is because I want to. I know you use Storygraph, I think, for all your graphs, but when people post all their year-end reading stats, I'm always like, I wish I'd kept up with my Goodreads. So I'm making that a goal this year. Even if it's just a star rating, I want to keep up on my Goodreads so that I have all the end of the year stats.
And that's about all I can do. Is like update. I'm currently reading. Update that I read it.
Yes.
Some people like update after every 50 pages and they quote something. No.
Yeah. I know. Some people are so organized. Alana Estelle is so organized. I don't know how she keeps up with everything. I'm always like, I'm going to channel Alana this year. Not yet. Hasn't happened. Nice. Spreadsheets are like, wow, we have a lot of spreadsheet people here.
I want to be like y'all, but
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm going to have to read that. For sure. Oops, I'm behind again. Well, it's time to sprint though, so let's go ahead and sprint for another half an hour, and then we will chat about our ending, how we did. How did y'all do? How did you do, Jenny?
I finished my book.
Wow.
I'm going to be very interested to hear your thoughts on The Last of the Talons. The Amugi stuff,
Real good.
real good.
That's exciting. I can't believe how fast you finished it.
I can't either.
It must have been really good.
It was. I really enjoyed it.
Bye, Rainy. Good night, Krista. Oh, Krista's already gone. All right. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I don't know. I really don't even know anymore. That
I'm so
fast.
sorry.
How did you do?
Good. I read the preface and an introduction to Lord, and apparently it's kind of like it's like it's supposed to be a very gospel centered focus on the life of Christ, but I think it sounds like it's almost like sermons, but it's like 600 pages.
Ooh.
So yeah, I don't know. I haven't gotten into actually reading what he wrote in the actual book yet. So we'll have to see. But if I like it, I'm going to have to message Faith and be like, you want to buddy read it?
Pressure her.
Yes. So, anyways. Oh, yes. Okay, hello. I thought you were saying goodbye, Garrett. I was like, oh, bye,
I was like,
Garrett.
oh, everyone's going to bed.
Yeah. We will be too shortly, but oh, good night, Penny.
Night, Penny.
Yeah, you East Coasters, this is getting late for you. Or, you
London.
you Londoners. Nice. Essays are so fun. It's like really a peek into the brain of whoever's writing them. They're addicting. Oops. Yes, maybe if you request it, they will. 10 pages of demons is still a win.
It is.
Romano, I'll type it in there for you guys. Oh, of this.
What's your background on your iPad, Christy?
Oh, I have a lot of okay, I have a Flannery quote. That's appropriate. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you odd.
That's on brand.
Yes. And then I have a sticker that says, it's the thought police. And it says, looks like you've had a bit too much to think. And then trust government with a picture of, I think, Sitting Bull.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yes. Okay, let me write down. So, yeah, how did everybody in the chat do? Strong coffee. Oh yeah, you're still in the morning. I was like, is that a good idea, Melissa? No, that's great. Yes. Good job.
Wow. Yes.
Success for two people finished things during this sprint.
That's
Jenny?
more than what I thought.
Yeah. I also have another book on here that Faith recommended. I've just been living in Faith's recommendations lately. Okay, The Lord by Romano Guardini. That is the book that I'm checking out. I hope it's as good as The Man Born to be King. I should have included that in my year-end favorites. I really should have. It was so good. but I hadn't finished it, so I didn't.
Ooh, I love the Caraval trilogy. Y'all know this. Love
Yes.
it. It's like crack.
There was a book that I just hauled for work that was recommended by that author, Stephanie Garber.
Ooh.
But I feel like it's The Daughter of the Moon Goddess. That's what it was
Oh,
called. You
yeah.
already knew that one, yeah.
Mhm. I trust her. Like, if her blurb is on a book, I pick it
You're
up.
getting it.
I'm like, okay, Stephanie, she said this was good.
That one sounded really good. Oh, we have a question for you.
I do think it can be hard to learn Latin, but I tried to get back into it on Duolingo, and I really think Duolingo made it a whole lot easier because somebody told
Ooh.
me about it. But I have basically forgotten everything I knew, which is a real shame. Like, I remember how to break down verbs and like what do they call it?
Oh, conjugate?
Conjugate. I can still
Yeah.
conjugate. I can do that in my sleep. And some stuff I can still read, but I it's hard because we never spoke Latin because Latin's dead. So I think like the verbal part of it that makes it really like stick in your long-term memory, we just didn't have for Latin. And I
Mm-hmm.
think it meant that I forgot it quicker.
That makes sense. Let's see.
I
What did
DNF'd Daughter of the Moon Goddess.
Oh
But it
no.
was because I just wasn't in the mood when I put it down. I think I was in a
Mm.
slump and I need to come back to it because I think it sounds really dreamy. Like I remember she rode around on clouds and I was like,
Ooh.
I love this.
Yes. Stephanie's recommendations are always good. Both Stephanies are Stephanie and Stephanie Carper. Yes. I just actually during that sprint, I had to get up and stretch my back out because I was like cramping. And I started the Wise Blood audiobook, and I think that might be how I get through it this month. And I like the introduction because her introduction says it's supposed to be a comic novel. And she's like, if you can, read it as a comic novel. And
If you
yeah,
can.
if you can. I was not able to the first time I read it, but maybe on reread. Maybe.
Amen.
Mm.
Amen. What I mainly remember from Latin is Dido and the Aeneid. And she would like get up and just start talking, and it was a horrible grammatical, like she was like nuts. And so they made her grammar so bad. And I just remember trying to translate it, and our teacher would force us to translate just reading it on site. We couldn't
Oh,
write our translations down, and she's like, just translate what this woman was saying.
oh my gosh. That's hard.
Intense.
So intense. I know languages disappear really quickly unless you use them frequently. 5 stars.
Wow.
That's amazing. This is happening everywhere right now. Are you still talking about Wise Blood? Yeah, I think there's something timeless about Flannery's writing because she was like writing in a different dimension than the rest of us were living in. Like, I don't know how she saw what she saw, but it was interesting. Oops. Oops, it just moved. I was reading Garrett's comment. Imagine learning a romance language.
That's
Probably.
very true. If you have a background in a romance language, it'll be easier for you.
And
And
you
have a
You're
background
back.
in Latin. It'll help you
Yeah.
learn these languages. That's what I've learned.
Yes. Ooh. Exciting.
Ooh,
That's how I felt. It was like the first time I watched Meet the Parents, and I was just like cringing the whole way through, and Kevin was laughing his head off. And I was like, what is humor? I don't know. I don't think I understand humor. That's what Wise Blood and Meet the Parents make me feel like. I don't get humor. It's a language that I do not have. Okay. I feel like when Leslie from the Nerdy Narrative read it, but she's Southern, so maybe that's why. Because when she was reading it, she was laughing her head off too. And I think Una has the same reaction.
I've thought a lot of Flannery O'Connor stuff was funny. And I didn't know if it was like a Southern
It
thing or
must
not.
be. Usually with her short stories, when I'm reading them the first time, sometimes there will be lines that just crack me up, but it's usually when I'm getting more analytical about it that I will think it's funny. Because the first time I'm reading it, yes, I feel like, oh, this hits so close. It's hard to read the first time a lot of times. But yeah, I think Southern people just understand her better. I have never lived in the South. I think that's true.
It is true.
Because authors are being entertained as they write it. Like they're enjoying it.
And it's always a delight to read something and it's still funny. Like
Yes.
when I read Dickens, I laugh out loud sometimes. And I think it's so funny after 150 years, a joke is still funny. A joke could still play.
That is magic. We're actually just about to hop off, Jackie. I'm sorry. But thanks for coming by. Yes, they're amazing. They're amazing. Wow. That's so cool
Mhm.
though. Wow. That's the
I
biggest
can't
streak.
even imagine. I cannot even imagine.
That's like Victoria status. I don't know how many days she was on, but it was in the hundreds, multiple hundreds before she had her baby. And then the streak was lost. Wow. Yes, she is. Really? Wow. That's really cool. Do you know what that is? What's Peach? PJ.
Um, PJ Harvey, maybe, who they just mentioned.
Oh, okay.
I'm seeing a lot of love for PJ
Oh.
Harvey in the comments.
Oh. Oh, that's PJ Harvey's the singer. Dur.
Our brains aren't
Awesome.
working as much anymore. It's the end of the day.
So true. My brain's like, when is dinner time? Isn't it past dinner time? Oh, my laptop's gonna die. I gotta plug it in. That seems like maybe a good place to stop. So we're gonna let y'all go and have a good night. And thank you for joining us. This was so
Yes,
fun.
it was.
And we'll talk to you next month over on Jenny's channel.
Yes, we will be over there next time.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Bye.